Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to another Power Rangers
versus... Yeah!
The battle for the grid continues with RJ versus the Green Ranger. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when more Power Rangers arrives. And special shoutouts to all our members, including our ultimates. If you guys want to hop aboard the membership train, all you got to do is click right here and select the tier that works for you. So, Tommy versus RJ. This is actually a fan request, and if you guys have a particular request you'd like to see, you let us know in the comment section below. That's how it goes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gia, and...
Oh, I can't be Tommy and Lord Draken. Oh yeah, I can.
You can. You can do whatever you want. And I'm gonna go with Cat, because I haven't really done anything with Cat in quite a while. I like how evil Cat looks, personally. So yeah, Tommy is back in the news recently for Power Rangers, which is kind of interesting. I think we're gonna see a lot more of Tommy this year.
Yeah?
I have a theory. So the Green Ranger is coming back in the Power Ranger comics, even though the White Ranger is currently on the team at the same time.
Oh my god!
So who is the new Green Ranger for the Power Rangers continuity? And I have some ideas. I think it is the clone version of Tommy called Tom. And at the same time, over on Jason's team, the Omega Rangers, Lord Draken is going to be joining the Omega
now,
Rangers.
give it your best.
Oh wow, Lord Draken?
Uh-huh.
How does...
It's morphin' time.
I don't know.
How is Lord Draken joining the Omega Rangers? Lord Draken's evil.
Well, I mean, they do have a vacancy for a Blue Ranger, so...
He's gonna be the Blue Ranger? Oh
Probably.
Wow, that's weird.
I know, right? It's pretty crazy. Ugh.
Or he might be the Green Ranger.
No, the Ranger Crystal that the Omega Rangers have is a Blue Ranger. Their Blue Ranger betrayed them in the last miniseries.
Right.
Yeah,
He's like an alien or something.
Yep, she went crazy because she hates Lord Draken, and she saw Tommy the White Ranger, and she was like, "Oh, that's a problem. I think he's gonna end up betraying you," and stuff like that. So yeah, this fall, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are no longer known as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Their comics are gonna be called Mighty Morphin. And the Power Rangers is Jason's team, who are an intergalactic group of, like, superheroes that are protecting the grid all across the galaxy. And Lord Draken is going to join them on their adventures, which the Rangers and Zordon are not cool with. But Jason, Trini, and Zach are the only ones that have a clear understanding of what the world was like before the rebirth. So they know everything that happened in the morphing grid. They're the only ones. So even Zordon, the wise sage, has no idea what happened in previous realities. Only 3 Rangers do. And mostly Jason knows everything. Zach and Trini only know what he's told them. So he's still withholding a lot of stuff about how the world was destroyed and things like that. So that's actually a lot for Jason to be bearing, you know? So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So I actually made friends with the people who wrote the comics of the Omega Rangers, and yeah, they dropped all this news today, and I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. So who will be the Green Ranger that literally looks like the super beatdown Tommy? Like the, you know the Ranger costume where he looks like a motorcycle guy?
Yeah.
And his skin is in this game, the super powered beatdown Tommy skin.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So... nice win. My current ideas of who it is, it could be Tom, the Green Ranger clone. It could be, what was his name? Ryan Steele, the guy who was supposed to be in Power Rangers and was in VR Troopers instead. Who was Brad Hawkins, the voice of the Gold Ranger before Jason showed up. So they could bring Ryan Steele into it and make him the Green or the White Ranger. But I think Tommy might actually stay as the White Ranger. I don't know. I'm interested. I'm gonna pick up the comics.
Yeah.
If people, because some people don't like the replacement Rangers, Adam, Aisha, and Rocky. So this gives people some more incentive to buy the new Ranger comics because the Green Ranger's coming back, but who's it gonna be?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, for me, like, I don't have a problem with, like, if they were their own show, like, Rocky, Aisha, and the other person, like, if they were their own show, like, I wouldn't have a problem with them. I think the thing that rubs me the wrong way about the new Rangers for Mighty Morphin is the fact that they literally got rid of the other ones and replaced them.
Yep.
So yeah, it makes me feel like they're kind of like scabs or something.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it makes me feel like. So like I get such a bad like vibe from them because they replaced the originals, so they, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's probably why.
But now people don't really have any issue with them because the originals are still Rangers. They're like SWAT Rangers on some foreign... I don't know where they're gonna go to. They're kind of like, they became like Star Trek in a sense. Like they're Rangers that travel the galaxy, and they're gonna do some stuff. If you think about it now, Jason, Trini, and Zach are kind of like the founders of like SPD and Lost Galaxy and all these different like space rangers.
Yeah.
Aside from, you know, Andros' world.
It's cool in the comics, but you know that the original Rangers would have liked to stay on the show. Like,
yeah, I know.
It would have been better for everyone if they had stayed, but
still, the characters are still, you know, they're not sidelined anymore.
I'll have to check out the comics and see what you're talking about, because I mean it's cool to hear about, but unless I actually read it, then I guess I wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
I really hope they do have the Omega Rangers in this game at some point.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. So the Omega Rangers brand new comic book releases this fall, and it's going to be pretty interesting.
That would be cool too, because we have several Tommies. We have, I don't know how many Jasons, like one.
We have one Jason because it's Trey.
You know, if we wanted a second Jason.
Omega Jason.
Exactly.
Or movie Jason.
No.
Yeah, Amber's like, nope, not movie Jason. Megazord sequence has been initiated.
No, I don't want movie Jason because it's not Jason Jason.
It's not Jason Jason. Okay. I can see where you.
Oh, it feels like every single like thing has an alternate Earth at this point. Like, there's so much stuff with alternate Earths. It's
his fault.
Making my head spin.
It's Lord Draken's fault. Everything that happened was his fault.
All right, now give it your best.
Oh my gosh, Luke.
He was the only evil Tommy in the multiverse.
I started watching this show on Amazon Prime, and it's a classic sci-fi novel about an alternate Earth, and I never read the book. It's like a really classic book, The Man in the High Castle or whatever, but they made it into a show, and it is about an alternate reality. It's basically an alternate version of basically the other people won World War II, the other side. So it's really interesting, the show, because like, it's almost every single show in existence has an alternate reality at this point. It's like,
it's interesting, right?
So many alternate realities in DC, you know, Power Rangers. And I didn't realize that sci-fi novels were writing about alternate realities way back in the day.
Yep.
It's really interesting because Philip Dick, the guy who wrote those sci-fi novels like Man in the High Castle and some others that actually, like that one sci-fi movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger did a movie on, that was written by the same author.
Are you talking about like Total Recall?
Yeah,
or the
that
other
was the one, Total Recall. Written by the same, this is the same guy who wrote that, and he wrote a lot of sci-fi novels, but the guy actually, I mean, randomly, we'll get back to Power Rangers, but he randomly actually did believe in alternate Earths, which is interesting. Alright, so, about Power Rangers.
Okay.
I don't know.
What about it?
I don't know.
I got kind of thrown off.
I don't know. I
did.
Myself
I won a match, I think. Yeah. So it's 1-2. So if Amber wins again, it's all over.
I do hope they put the Omega Rangers in here. That would be awesome. I mean, they already have Trini.
That's the rumor.
You know, for the Omega Rangers, they could either have Zach or they could have Austin.
Well, we don't know if we're getting an Omega Ranger character. What it sounds like is we're going to get an Omega Ranger skin.
Oh.
So it'll probably be a Omega Ranger skin for Jason, which would make the most sense because, I mean, really, his moveset didn't change all that much when in the comics from what we see. He still uses the same sword style, Rocky's sword style, which they've made some clear differences between how he uses a power sword than how Jason used it. Jason, more traditional martial arts, and Rocky is like a little bit more freestyle, so he holds the sword like a little bit different and things like that. So Jason as an Omega Ranger, he's still like, you know, very traditional swordsmanship and skill and stuff like that. And the only difference in his moves is you see more of like a fire element to his attacks.
Yeah.
So I mean, just like they did with the White Ranger skin in this game for Tommy, and they changed up his move a little bit. Instead of summoning a Tyrannosaurus, they could like cover Jason in fire because he is the Fire Ranger, right?
Oh wow, yeah.
So you could just remove the Tyrannosaurus like background and have like him surrounded by flames, and there you go. Because
yeah,
I don't even know if they changed Tommy summoning White Dragon or Falcon Zord or anything like that. I don't remember.
It's so hard to hit you with my tiny little puny knife here.
Your tiny puny knife? Well, I have a small kind of
it was like way bigger than mine. It's like
I have a pirate sword.
I know, but I have this tiny little dagger when I'm Tommy. It's like...
So, speaking of Tommy, I'm thinking about another person the Green Ranger could be. A long time ago, JDF actually wanted his brother, who was on the show and guest starred a little bit. He wanted his brother to become a ranger, either the Gold Ranger or something else. So, it's possible, even though his brother has been gone for years, like he passed away, oh my goodness, probably right around Zeo or after Zeo or something like that. So they could make him the Green Ranger. What I don't understand is how in the world can the Green Ranger be back, because Lord Zed destroyed the powers completely. And Lord Zed is the people that the Rangers are fighting.
Oh, I don't know.
The Mighty Morphin characters. Mighty Morphin Rangers is what they're going to be called. They're not called Power Rangers anymore. Ooh. That's it. Amber wins. Yay!
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Yay, Tommy wins.
Yep.
Green Ranger forever.
Well, Lord Draken.
Lord Draken.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really taken aback by that, because I knew the Omega Rangers were coming in, but how in the world do you bring Lord Draken into it? Because he was destroyed. He was destroyed by his younger self.
So what you're saying is his powers and he was completely destroyed, but somehow he's back.
Yep, and he's kind of good. He's kind of like a Jedi Master now or something. It's weird.
I guess we'll find out how he's back.
We will find out. So anyway, guys and gals, that is going to do it for today's Power Rangers Versus. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned later today for more Paper Mario, and thank you so much for watching that. And we'll see you guys with SAO and possibly another live stream later tonight. So until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. May the power protect you always.
See ya!